This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Mr. Snowflake's Amberlynn Reid, Shaped by the Algorithm, episode 17. And yes, there's a huge jump. You are correct. You did not miss anything. I just wanted to watch the last two episodes of Shaped by the Algorithm while they're still relatively fresh, and then we will be going back and continuing from episode 6 onward, because there are 18 episodes, 18 official episodes of Shaped by the Algorithm. There are 22 overall videos of Shaped by the Algorithm. So I wanted to get the last two done just because the series has ended. And just because how long it takes me to do these, we'll be doing Shaped by the Algorithm for at least another year, probably. So I just kind of wanted to get caught up. But we're going to do episode 17, which is the second to last episode. And then I will be putting out, obviously, the final episode. We're going to do this in 2 chunks, probably, because this is an hour long. And I talk a lot. So there you have it. There is a live audience viewing this. Seems to be going pretty well, actually. I've been enjoying it. I hope you all are enjoying it as well. If you are following along chronologically, the last time we watched Amber, I think we had just wrapped up the Crystal era, and we will be jumping into the... Nope. Destiny era. No, we're in Destiny era, aren't we? Yeah, sorry. I think we're in the middle of Destiny era. And this will be... I don't know. It's either going to be the tail end of the Becky era, or it's going to be the beginning of the wifey era. Now, here's my question. My question is, with the final episode, are we done with Amber? Because Amber continues. Amber continues. And there's going to be a new era someday. I don't know if I believe Valentine's real, but something's going on. But are we going to get, like, addendums to this going forward, like every 6 months, 7 months, maybe once a year kind of a thing, like oh, what's his name, Omegon does? Like, are we gonna get a yearly wrap up on the girls? That's my question. Otherwise, I can completely understand why after 20 some odd videos Snowflake's like, done, I'm out. I do have this sped up to time and a quarter. I may or may not slow it down. I can't remember. But again, since I'm trying to do a real intro, thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. Thank you to the live chat that's going on right now. Thank you to everybody who's going to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let us get started. We have sound. Yes, excellent. Let me know how the sound is in the chat, if you would, please.
Who's the one that takes them to get all their oil changes?
Becky.
With it? Who's the one that
Becky.
drives it? Who's the one that takes care of it? Come here. Come here. Yeah.
Such a fucking lie. Oh my god.
That is not.
Good for you, Beck. Good for you. I usually skip this just because, as amazing as they are, it's just an easy thing to cut out.
Okay, so I have been drinking, so I'm gonna make that very well known.
Cool. Thank you. The Uber Eats guy.
Hello, it's Reid.
Just talking about the concept of Amber being shaped by her own algorithm. I think it is actually... I'm sure Mr. Snowflake sat down and was thinking about a good title. I'm not knocking it. It's just, it's very... It just creates a lot of thinking. Wow, I'm eloquent. Like our girls. Anyway, my point is the title of Shaped by the Algorithm is actually pretty poignant because there were times where Amber was basically playing into the algorithm of her channel. There was a lot of mukbanging. There was a lot of exploiting her body kind of a things. And do I think overall that the algorithm that has formed around her channel has shaped Amber into the 500-pound woman that she is today? I don't entirely know. I don't think I do. I think Amber was going to end up this way, one way or the other. It's just, she's definitely been enabled by the channel, and I would think that she's been obviously supported by the channel because she eventually started making money off of it, and now it's her source of income, and it allows her to live as comfortably as she lives. You know, she certainly doesn't live in poverty or anything like that. So, you know, she's not foodie. But do I think it overall shaped her personality or just her lifestyle in general? I think all of the things that we see in Amber and that we will see here, I think those were all things that Amber inherently already had. I think her personality is already set when she started doing these videos. I think it's just the longer that she has been doing these videos, the more we get to see aspects of it, or the more comfortable she's become in front of the camera and in front of her audience, to the point where like she doesn't bother hiding things anymore, that kind of a thing. Is her audience shaped by the algorithm? Definitely. I do definitely think that her audience has been shaped by the overall algorithm that was created by people interacting with her videos. And so that's why I think when you start seeing, you know, in the first 5 episodes that we did of this, which I think are 10 videos for me, we do see support, and then there's a definite shift where the audience starts to turn, and it's mainly because Amber doesn't change, and she does some very questionable things that she probably should not have done, and says some shit that she really shouldn't have said. And once that pivot happens within the algorithm's going to start sending these videos out to people who would not necessarily be sympathetic to someone like Amber. And I think that's where the algorithm really does start to do the heavy lifting as far as creating and influencing Amber's audience. And once people get their claws into it, I mean, they're not going anywhere, you know, kind of a thing. Do I think there are some babies out there still? Yes, because like they statistically have to exist. But do I feel like I've ever seen one for real? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time in her comment section just because most of the time it's soul crushing. It is really kind of an ugly place, but especially the older the comment section gets, but that's just comment sections in general.
That diamond is symbolic of a pledge that will be made this year by nearly 1.5 million couples. The pledge to love and cherish.
Her nails are so pretty. I want 1950s looking nails. I don't want nails from 1950s. I just want them to look like they're from the 1950s because those look pretty.
To honor and obey. The pledge to share a lifetime and build a heritage for new lifetimes to come.
Becky and I. She took that on her phone.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw that, let me see if I can back up to it. Nope. Sorry, I need to get... So I don't know why, probably because I live in a very gutter style world. For whatever reason, when I first saw this picture, I thought this was like a leash. Which only gets worse with wifey era, but I realize that's Beck. So it's her purse strap. But in my head, I was like, why does she have a leash on? All right. But anyway.
She took that on her phone. Becky and I did not break up. Trust me, if she did not want to be with
Amberlynn Reid?
I was going to say, her screwed up lipstick in this is the best.
she would not be with
Amberlynn Reid.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys subscribe to me for the train wreck aspect, or the mukbangs, or the personal info about my health, or the consistent and constant weigh-ins, I will no longer be making those videos.
To rebrand your channel and change the content of your channel is actually a very common thing to do on YouTube.
Is it though? Kicking Geese has recently come out and said that she's no longer going to be reacting to Amber for her general subscribers, which I'm a member. So she has reacted to at least one video for members, which is fine. I'm all here for people rebranding. However, even Kicking Geese has admitted that rebranding her channel, which was built on ALR reacts mostly, and then also on other girl world related topics, that rebranding that channel is going to be kind of challenging because in the algorithm, this is what the channel is for. And I follow a lot of these, like, I don't know what to call them, like brand influencer bro dudes. They have good information and stuff. You just have to get past like the bro science. But a lot of them will say it's better to just start a different channel. Like if you want to do other content or some content that's not easily integrated, kind of like the gaming that I was doing yesterday, that you should just start a new channel altogether. And so that's why I am. And that's also why I don't put too much of the door dashing stuff over here, which I did put the title of my other channel in the video from the other day. Because I do have a kind of a half-assed dashing channel. But it has nothing to do with the stuff that I do over here, you know? I mean, yeah, occasionally I'll do like a little life update video like I did, but that's not my normal content, you know? But it would be something normal on like the dashing channel. Or like with the gaming stuff that I did yesterday for the live. I'm going to be cutting that video down and putting it up on a archaeology gaming channel that I'm putting together. So, but putting that kind of stuff on this channel wouldn't make sense, and it would get buried by the algorithm, and it could potentially negatively affect my channel. If Kicking Geese sticks with it and continues to like build that brand on their channel, I think the algorithm will eventually bounce back, but I don't know how long it's going to take. And I'm kind of interested to see, like, I'm kind of like experimenting vicariously through Kicking Geese. I think they said they were even going to change the name of the channel altogether, which I'm going to kind of miss. Because I have the same opinion. The geese are the devil's bird. So they're a bird-shaped demon that was spat upon the earth. So I'm going to miss that. But it will be very interesting to see if a rebrand, I mean, how long the rebrand's going to take to kick in for Kicking Geese. Unrelated, let's get back.
And I kind of just feel like it's my turn. I have been stuck in this weird, just like vicious circle, and I kind of want to get myself out of it because I am done with it all. I mentally am ready and wanting and willing to feel better. That is what I need in my life. So to do that, I have to say goodbye to the mukbangs and to the constant sit-down videos about mental health and physical health. I have to say goodbye to those things. Vlogging for me is so much more productive. I show more, I do more, and it makes me feel better. That is what I want my channel to be, a vlogging channel. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. We're gonna have a little grocery haul for you guys.
A little vloggity vlog.
Hey guys, so welcome to a new...
Okay, look. I know I kvetch about her shirts, and I know I'm not a huge fan of the boob window, but for whatever reason, and I'm thinking it's because the flowers kind of look like cherries, I like this shirt. I know, I'm a terrible person.
Vlog. I'm gonna start off with a Hot Topic haul, but I wanted to show you a few things that I got from Walmart. We are at Target, yeah. We got some air popped popcorn. We got some crispy crunchy ginger chunk, which it's a blast. So excited to eat these.
Let me go back. We talk a lot about Amber's consumerism and how Amber uses the things that she buys to define her character. And what we're witnessing right now, because it's been set up this way, is Amber attempting to rebrand her channel. Now, I'm not saying she's never done this before. This is just the most recent attempt at it. And she wants to move away from the weight loss content that she had been doing, and she's moving into more of her daily vlog style things. And this is where we start seeing these grocery hauls. She's talking about, so we've got the Trader Joe's grocery haul, not the most recent one. This is obviously an old video. We've got this grocery haul going on down here with the cans of veggies and stuff, and I like press-on nails. I don't know how she F's them up every damn time. And then over here, you know, she's going through her Books is Good for the Brains series where she's showing us all of these, like, nothing against grocery store dime novels, but they're grocery store dime novels. Her Torrid haul where she was trying to do her, like, Wednesday Addams thing, and I'm still feel personally attacked over that. You leave Wednesday Addams alone. But these are all things that she may actually enjoy them as a person. Like, these might actually be things that Amber does truly enjoy. However, the fact that she's showing them also means that she sees them as some kind of prop to communicate with her audience whatever personality that she's trying to show. You know, she's showing off these foods that she buys. She shops at Trader Joe's, you guys. She's got these books, and they all have like these kind of romancy, gothy kind of covers to them. And again, nothing against grocery store books. You know, they're still books. It's still one more book than I've written. You know, they're still getting paid. The Wednesday Addams thing, this is actually a Torrid haul that she did. I forget what else she got during that Torrid haul. I'm just bitter about the Wednesday Addams thing because you stay away from Wednesday Addams. Anyway, but these are all personality markers that she's showing us. They're all symbols of the person that she wants us to see her as through these videos. Kimster, I wonder how much food she throws away after her manic grocery buys. She used to show that, actually. Not her throwing it away, but she's like, I'm going to go donate it. So, I mean, quite a bit. And I won't like that video then.
Your videos are the same thing every time. Boring. I watch a lot of vloggers, and their life is
When terrible parents realize they've been arrested. Great. What is the deal with Mr. Beast?
a lot like mine. You know, it's just repetitive, everyday, normal living. I don't live my life for the vlog. I just simply vlog my life.
I mean, you don't live your life for the vlog. You're just vlogging your life. And everyone is commenting on the fact that your vlogs are repetitive and boring. 2 and 2, my man. 2 and 2. Also, I watch a lot of lifestyle vloggers as well, and their vlogs could be considered formulaic. However, it's a formula I enjoy, and even though they are formulaic, they still vary in content. They're not always making the same foods. They're not always wearing the same outfit. Sometimes they're clean with me videos. Sometimes they're organization videos. Sometimes they're I want to make this product or project videos. A lot of times, even when we're going grocery shopping, we're going to different stores or we're looking at different foods, and just like a lot of things are, yes, they're all relatively the same. Like, we're still seeing them wake up. We're still seeing them make breakfast. We're still seeing them go out doing something. We see them come home and clean. We see them make another meal. We'll see the nighttime routine, whatever they're watching on television, if they're reading something that day. But it's different. It's still different within that formula. And this is why I'm like, if Amber would just make a formula, her videos would be at least like baseline entertaining, because we would know, okay, now we get to see what we're, you know, what's the project we're working on today, kind of a thing. Her claim that she watches other content creators who are effectively the same as her content is just bull. And she knows it. Unless she's watching someone else who's exactly like her, which I'm not saying they don't exist. Because, I mean, yeah, they probably do. But, like, wow. How bored must you be?
Now, whenever Amber tried to become just another vlogging channel, which she tried to do a few times now, and not just discuss her weight, or her health, or her mental health, It was a bit of a disaster for Amber. And with every new vlog she did, it became more and more apparent that she just didn't have anything noteworthy to film. Amber's main problem was that she was incredibly lazy, and her vlogs showed that. If Amber was set on not discussing her health or do mukbangs anymore, then the only thing left for her audience to be invested in was her relationship.
She infuriated me during the whole COVID thing. Just infuriated the
with
hell out of
Becky.
me.
Make that face you a little bit more. I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
I'm gonna put chapstick on
Oh my god, I hate this part.
first.
Wasn't that funny, you guys? Was that funny? Was that hilarious? Didn't you think that was funny? Wasn't that funny as hell? Ah.
Is that TikTok?
Girl.
Yeah, Becky's like, I'm about ready to slap you back.
I wanted to do it again.
It's like, are you serious?
Did it hurt?
A little bit. A
You smacked her in the head with your giant ass purse. Of course it hurt.
little bit.
Oh, baby. I love you.
Love you.
The more invested we became in their relationship, the more frustrating it became having to watch Becky morph into Amber's caretaker.
We just had 4 pictures over here, and it was this one, this one, this one, and this one. It was all just in a straight line, but I ordered some more.
I love that cat. I know the cat's not solid black, but I used to have a fluffy solid black cat who would sit like that and just watch everything you did because they were plotting. They were 100% plotting. Anyway, I miss that cat. I miss all my old cats, but when you get reminded of the one particular cat, you're like, man, I miss that cat.
Greenery pictures, 'cause I'm going for the greenery, and I just had this thought in my head, and honestly, looks amazing. Becky did it. Very, very happy she did it perfect. And
Very, very happy she did it perfect. Not, she did it perfectly. She always tells on herself with the way she talks. Not, Becky did it perfectly, or Becky read my mind. No, I'm so glad she did it perfectly. Well, what would you have done if she hadn't? And how long were you standing there giving her constructive criticism, making sure that she did?
did exactly what I asked for. Oh, bless you.
Oops.
She may not have been everyone's cup of tea, but having Becky in Amber's videos made them more bearable to watch. It had been years at this point of watching Amber treat Becky poorly.
I just get very angry if I don't get my way during a binge.
Becky had quit her job a while back and relied on Amber for money. This shifted the power balance in the relationship, and Amber knew this.
A lot of people are like, Amberlynn, why aren't you letting Becky decorate anything? Why, like, does she only have the guest room to decorate? Well,
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel about your audience.
y'all, we agreed that I decorate the house. It's just what we agreed to. A lot of couples do that, you know? Like, I personally love home decor and I love decorating. It's just something we agreed on. I don't know why it's, like, even questioned.
Why it's even questioned. How dare we question her? How dare we ask about something that we find odd or off-putting? How dare?
Okay, so you already started?
Yeah, it started.
God, I hate this moment too. Well, he picks out all the winners, doesn't he?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Anyway.
Hi. Anyway,
So-
Why doesn't she just smack her? Just right across the face. I don't think anybody would have held it against her.
Anyway. Don't do this.
do this.
Do not do this.
Do not do this.
Whenever we got the chance to listen to Becky speak, she was often passionate about the things she would talk about, whether it was her art,
As everybody knows, I like Naruto. I don't care to admit it.
or her family.
My other nephew, who's going to be 7, turns 7.
Whatever it was, she was usually engaging to listen to, at least. When we had just Amber, she was either complaining or arguing with her audience.
Slash.
Every time I see that damn shrimp ring, I want shrimp. And now, how bad did I just screw this up?
Time to pick a curvy comment.
She was either complaining or arguing with her audience.
So it's time to pick a curvy comment. A curvy comment. Please tell me y'all have seen her ridiculous Snapchat about fat shaming / skinny privilege.
I'm not being mean. I don't know if Amber just learned how to film herself at better angles or what. But during this time period, the angles that she would use to film herself were like horror movie angles. Like this face, for example. I know she's over exaggerating because Amber over emotes, especially when Amber is mocking people, which is what this is. She's mocking the commenter who makes this comment. And so she's over emoting out of irritation and out of anger because this is an irritating, angry comment. But it's just also the fact that she has like no eyebrows is just very, it just makes her face very Valley of the Uncanny to me. Like, I have very pale eyebrows if I don't put gunk in them, which is why I gunk up my eyebrows when I'm on camera, because otherwise I just look like a white sheet. You know, I don't really wear makeup because I think it makes me look nice. I wear the makeup because otherwise I have no features. And Amber has the same problem. If Amber doesn't put on makeup in order to enhance her natural features, she just looks like, especially when she was this heavy, she just kind of looked like a clay ball that someone had smoothed over and just pressed some little indents in for an eyes and a mouth. And I mean, I know that sounds really mean, but it's also accurate. That face right there. This is like, there are literal covers to horror movies that have this exact expression on them because it's conveying that it's a horror movie. That one's even worse. You know, and these are also, we talk about body language a lot on here because that's what I like to talk about. These are also expressions of aggression. These are, well, I mean, they're expressions of aggression. I mean, she's looking down upon us. She's pulled her teeth back. She has no wrinkles. That annoys the crap out of me, but you can almost see where she would be snarling if she were looking directly at us, but she's not. She's looking down on us on purpose. So, yeah, I don't know what that is. That looks like that one meme. Oh, God, what does that mean? Anyway, some of you know what I'm talking. Okay, there she's got wrinkles. All right. Now she looks like the man in the moon. If you believe. But yeah, I mean, that's just like in this particular section. I know I'm scarring all of you for life. I apologize. But she's just like, it's so over the damn top for no reason other than she's belittling and talking down to her audience because the question hit a nerve, because the question was legit. And now she's being condescending.
Taken the spotlight. Cringe. So, first off, everyone gets mad. Everyone gets to a breaking point. Everyone handles things differently.
This entire answer to this question is basically her removing agency from herself for her poor behavior, but also it's very foreshadowy and very, if you really listen to it, it's very scary because it's her justifying behavior that would in any other circumstance be considered inappropriate behavior. And it kind of goes back to that person who wrote in, it's not in this one, it's in another one, where they wrote in and they were like, sometimes my husband hits me, but he always says he loves me afterwards. And Amber's response to that was, you know, if you get tapped once or twice, it's not abuse. You know, everybody loses their temper. I'm like, I cannot in my entire life think of a time where I actually hauled off and hit somebody I was in a relationship with. I won't say I've never been in a fight, but that's a totally different conversation. But in a relationship, I don't, even as much as I have been that mad, I have never done it because it's inappropriate. It has no place in a healthy relationship. Amber thinks it's fine. And she uses the same kind of talking points and the same kind of mentality. Everybody gets angry. Everybody loses their temper. Yeah, but not everybody hauls off and hits their significant other. Not everybody makes a TikTok video where they basically tell everybody on the TikTok, that everybody in their audience, that they're disgusting pieces of human trash. just because you got ticked off. That's not an appropriate reaction.
I was mad and I spoke out of anger. It's normal. It's okay. I'm not going to feel bad for showing different emotions on social media.
The Wolfman in the back?
Anger is an emotion.
Oh, it's
and
the
speaking
current
out of
Incredible Hulk.
anger is a natural human type of thing.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so much better than majority of you.
As for the nails, those are just there. I've come to realize, yes, I have lymphedema in my lower abdomen, and if you're gonna judge me for that, whether that be in a YouTube
Ruby, that is the question. And we know she had a rough childhood. I get that part, but it's only an excuse to a point in my book.
video or out in public while I'm wearing a shirt, because you can kind of see it. Not like physically see it because my pants are like covering it, but if you're gonna judge me for something like that, that just goes to show like the kind of person you are.
Nobody's judging you for your lipodema, or whatever the fuck you have. People are judging you because of your poor behavior.
The kind of person I am.
Amber came across so terribly in her own videos that it was easy to see why there was constant speculation about her and Becky breaking up.
Poor Becky.
For many, it was hard to imagine being in this kind of horrible relationship and staying in it. But as much as people were wanting Becky to escape, there didn't seem to be any signs of Becky leaving anytime soon.
Shh, don't tell anyone. But Becky and I are talking about marriage, and if she proposed to me, I would cry. I would be so happy, and yes, I would be happily married to her. Like, even just thinking about like her being my wife is
I think I've said this before, but I don't think, especially at this point where we're in the Becky era at this point, I don't think Amber wants to be married because she is in love. In her head, she's probably convinced her of this, but I think the actual motive or drive for her to get married is because she thinks that that will lock in whoever she's married to and that they can't leave her, and that she will have a permanent caretaker at this point in her life. I don't think she's looking for a partner. I think she's looking for a mom, a permanent caretaker. And so I don't know about today, like today Amber, but during this whole era and then the wifey era, I think that was the real motive behind getting married for her. Wasn't the whole I love you, let's spend the rest of our lives together, we're soulmates kind of a thing. It was very much a, we're married now, you can't leave me, you have to take care of me. There was never a thought about taking care of Becky. She doesn't even say anything about Becky's happiness here. I would be happy. I would love to be her wife. I. There's no Becky and I would be perfect together. Becky and I click so well. Becky and I are soulmates. It's all about Amber. And it always is about Amber. It's her, like I said, her words tell on her.
It's just like, I'm just not in the vlogging headspace, but I'm trying.
We're so glad you're pushing through.
I feel mentally unable to vlog. I feel like I have nothing to vlog, and the stuff I do think would be entertaining, the stuff I kind of want to like keep to myself. But then, I don't know, it's just like all such a mess, you know? Because if I have a day where I need mental time for myself, because I was having really bad anxiety last night especially, I'm able to skip the day on vlogging and kind of just like take care of myself mentally. Anyways, I'm okay now, I'm better, I feel better, but it just really wasn't good last night, for sure. I kind of wanted to talk about, I feel kind of like body dysmorphia again. I talked about this a couple years ago on my channel, how I felt like I was smaller than what I really am.
A couple of years ago?
And I guess I'm having another case of that. I have also been going through...
God damn you, you take those braids out and that dress off right this minute, young lady.
A lot of personal things, which those don't need to be said. I mean, I'm just gonna outright tell you guys, I have been going through some personal...
First off, Wednesday would never be caught dead wearing those earrings or that choker. How you like that shade?
Things that is not up to me to disclose. Also, I have had a lot of just mental issues, problems. I know I said I didn't want to talk about that anymore, but honestly, that's stupid. Like, this is my life, and I have been...
It's my life. It's no one. I think I did this the first time I watched it, too. Sorry.
Really, really sad lately.
Amber quickly realised that without the constant complaining, discussing her mental and physical health She wasn't really left with much else to film, and had no choice but to go back to what she said she wouldn't go back to. She was also ready to boot up the old cycle once again.
So, I was gonna keep this to myself.
I'm so glad we're past the fake eyelashes era. I don't know if she just picked the wrong style for herself, or if she's like me and like my eyes are just too small. They just look terrible on me. It doesn't matter if I do like the more natural looking ones or the like really elaborate looking ones. They look fake on me. And I wonder if she just doesn't have that problem. But thankfully we've stopped trying to wear them, so.
Because I know how people react to things, and that's totally fine. But I actually am starting Jenny Craig tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Jenny Craig.
Hey guys, so welcome to day 1 of me being on Jenny Craig. Last night
Day 0. Day 1 of 2?
it was day 2 of Jenny Craig. Long story short, I binged last night. I thoroughly actually am in love with Jenny Craig. Like,
Wasn't I just talking about this in like the video of her, the reaction to her most recent video where she'll start a program of some variety and then immediately talk about how she's off track.
I can say that. I know it's only been high 4th day, but I really like it.
She knows those are supposed to come off, right? They're not supposed to stay on your eyes like for days on end, right?
Okay, so well,
Ricky's people, okay. You want more lashes and longer nails because you love when she's feeling herself. She is a bit sassy when she's feeling herself. I will give her that.
I binged. So good. Hey guys, so I stopped filming after this because I did overeat. Some will call it a binge. Something came over me, I couldn't control it, and I got 2 large fries, which I don't know why because I never eat 2 large fries.
Girl, I can put down 2 large fries. It's why I don't go to McDonald's and buy large fries.
And I did get the 2 large fries and I still didn't eat the second large fry. I just
Press X to doubt.
ate 1 large fry. And then I had a 20-piece nugget, but I only ate the outside of the nugget, not the inside of the nugget. And then
It's like, I wonder how many parallels there are between Cartman and Amber. And I wonder if like just there's this little this little cynical part of me that's kind of like, what if they knew? What if they knew about Amber when they were making Cartman or when they were refining the Cartman character? What if we were forewarned this whole time and yet, like what if? Anyway, welcome to my tinfoil world.
a large fry. I mean, it is what it is. I'm here to be honest. But I do want to say Jenny Craig honestly might be hands down the best weight loss diet that I have ever tried. Some Panera bread.
Do we now? First off, for those of you who eat Panera bread thinking they're healthy, stop that. They are not. There's nothing healthy about Panera bread. Their salads are even oversized, which is incredible considering. Though I will say their little like strawberry salad thing is like one of my top favorite salads out there that you can buy. However, I'm not fooling myself, right?
I'm sure I'm giving you guys whiplash. You guys are like, what is going on? I got a veggie sandwich.
Yes, Bob.
Literally just has veggies. They gave me 2 chips, although I asked for an apple. Oh, they gave me the wrong sandwich. Oh no! Turkey with bacon and cheese.
God, who eats turkey with bacon and cheese? Sacrilegious. On sourdough bread, how dare.
I'm really, really upset right now. Well, yeah. I'll try it. I almost want to call them and be like, excuse me, let me look at the receipt. Yeah, right here. It says 1 Mediterranean veggie sandwich, no tomato.
Does it? Does it though? Does it really? The fact that she's recently made fun of this about the 2 chips thing really does drive home that this was completely fake. I mean, you didn't really need that to know that she's faking it the whole time. Just look at how smug she is. Just look at her reaction to the whole situation. But again, she thinks she's smarter than we are. She thinks she's fooling us. And then she does this whole, like, I think she was at Panera and someone had 2 bags of chips on a table somewhere, and she zoomed in her camera on it. She's like, oh my God, they gave me 2 bags of chips instead of an apple. And it's like, okay, now I know now I know it was fake. You're effectively admitting it.
I don't like tomato. The fact that I have to sit in my bathroom and film this while Becky's in the other room feeling like absolute garbage
Tells me that you don't know how to take care of your partner when they're feeling like absolute garbage. But we already knew that.
because people are constantly messaging her and harassing her and saying things and sending screenshots and saying things like, why are you with Amberlynn? You have such a cold heart too. I can't believe you do this to your mother. You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
This is why I talk about her toxic community around her. I 100% believe people were doing that. I really do. And it's unfortunate, and I don't think you should do that. The problem is, it's the community that Amber has cultivated. Maybe she didn't create it. I don't think she set off with the intention to create a community like this, because I really don't. I think she wanted a happy-go-lucky hug box that would basically tell her she's a wonderful, queen and there she could do nothing wrong. Obviously, that's not what she got. But then to turn around and start harassing the partners is just kind of, I don't know. I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's proper behavior at all. But do I believe it was happening? Yes, 100%. Kind of like with the doctor getting notes and shit from people. Do I think it was appropriate? Absolutely not. Do I believe it was occurring? Yeah. So, do I think that's the reason Amber didn't get weight loss surgery? Nope. No, I think it's a convenient excuse, but it's not the reason.
Amber was in a never-ending cycle, and so was her audience. With Christmas coming up, we knew that meant another dull Vlogmas series. However, this Vlogmas would surprise many, because this time, it would be her most dull Vlogmas to date, and it wasn't even close.
Vlogmas this year is just going to be, or Linmas, excuse me. It's just going to be very...
I thought Linmas was cute, actually. That didn't offend me like it did some people. I don't know why it made people mad. It's very on brand for her, honestly, and I like when she plays into it.
boring.
I am a dish soaker.
Because I don't like to wash them, so if I let them soak, I know someone else will come along and do them for me.
Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas. So I'll stop calling it Linmas because people seem to hate it.
So much water.
How are you guys doing? I feel like I'm running out of things to say. I do have a little haul moment. I got these from Amazon because alright you guys, so I think it's about that time that it is time for me to swap purses.
Ooh. Ah. I don't know why, but when she throws these flowers away, it just bothers me. And I guess if you're playing the bingo game at home, if you haven't gotten a bingo by now, you're just not paying attention, I guess. They're still not in the bag. All of that, and they're still not in the bag.
ASMR. That was sweet. I need you guys to realize what you won't, that there's more to me than just my weight. I don't know what's been going on lately, but I think I'm going through like seasonal depression, which is weird because I've never had seasonal depression. I've always just had depression. I'm trying so hard. I'm literally doing my makeup. I try so hard to smile.
Try so hard and come so far. I think I messed those words up, sorry. Okay. Look, I watch people clean. And it's very satisfying. This was the exact opposite of that. This caused me anxiety. Those damn flowers. Anyway. But this is like she sees something on TikTok. I think at this point she's still on Instagram and she's still on YouTube, but I think we're starting to get into Instagram here. She sees these ASMR channels, she sees these daily life channels, she sees these like organize with me, clean with me channels, and she's like, I can do that. And then she does it and she doesn't get why it works. She doesn't get that the reason why the cleaning vlogs work is because they're sped up. So you get that satisfaction of seeing it done faster, or they're cut in a way where it's like dirty dishes, clean dishes, you know, dead flowers, no dead flowers, trash bag, no trash bag, wiping down the counter, clean counter, kind of a thing. She doesn't get why it works. She just does it and then doesn't understand why no one likes it. And it's like, because you did it wrong. But if you try to explain it to her, she's like, I watch other influencers who do the exact same thing I do. Do you? Because they're probably not very successful.
Amber's content could not have been more low effort if she tried. She couldn't even muster up enough energy to pretend to care about Becky.
We finished Krampus, and then...
Krampus was brutal, by the way, if you're a horror fan. It was good, but it's an interesting watch.
We started Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the claymation version, with Mickey Rooney and Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
The great big
really
universe,
attention,
real
though, 'cause I was
overly
playing this
puny,
game
or
on my
just
phone
tiny
that I'm
little
addicted to.
specks that's the size of Mickey
What else?
Rooney.
Her videos were painfully dull. She still wasn't treating Becky how she deserved to be treated, but at least she was settling into her new apartment nicely.
Did you guys think I should... Oh!
I somehow black this part out every time.
I know you guys are probably like, really, the first video is a mukbang? I'm going to explain why. Okay, so this is...
It's kind of a tradition at this point, isn't it? Like, that was 2021. She started off with a mukbang. What did we do in 2022? I'm pretty sure in 2022 and 2023 we started off with food, and in 2024 we definitely started off with food. So, it's kind of a tradition. Nothing against food for the new year. I mean, lots of people have like special dishes that they'll eat at the beginning of the new year, or like special drinks, or just weird shit that you do at the beginning of the year because reasons. You know, it's fine. I love that kind of stuff. I really do. This is not that. This is just Amber's eating some food for the new year. There's no culture behind it. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no superstition. There's no fun behind it. It just is. It's just what Amber does at the beginning of the new year. And then she basically tells us about how she's going to do next year different, and how this isn't an indicator of how the rest of the year is going to go. And it's totally a bellwether. And it's just, I mean, if she started a new year without eating the very first day, I don't know what I would do. It would be very unusual. I would think possibly the world might end that year.
A tofu and I don't know, it's like a tofu situation. Looks like that. I don't know how to use these.
No shit. Just let it go and stab the effer with the damn thing. It's fine. We all know that you have no culture. It's fine. Eat it with your fingers. You're technically supposed to be eating it with your fingers anyway. So, you know, stop. Stop embarrassing yourself and the rest of this country.
I'm gonna be using my fingers.
Thank you.
I'd rather not botch the system there. All right.
Despite telling us she was done with mukbangs, Amber kicked off the new year with one.
Was
There was a
this-
real sense
Was that her spelling out every word that she was hearing in sign language? I'm making fun of Amber, not sign language.
of sadness to Amber's videos now. She couldn't stick to a new plan of not talking about her mental health, and now she had failed at not wanting to do any more mukbangs. But that was not the saddest thing about this new year.
Hello. I'm engaged. So that is an actual situation. I am shook to the core. It was so...
Who taught her to put makeup on? I need to speak with them. I need to speak with the manager.
special, and it was totally Becky, the way she asked me. We're keeping that private for now.
But not for long.
There are a few people who know, close people, but oh my god, I love her so much. True love, I'll tell you that much. Like, our love for each other is just so, unconditional.
Is it then?
And I know a lot of you think that you see our relationship as one way, and that's fine, because that is social media.
So, because I haven't stopped this for a minute. So what you're telling me is you're purposefully making the relationship look awful and one-sided and not how you should treat another person. You're doing it on purpose? And that in reality, it's nothing like that? So you're consciously making me think you're a terrible ass person to your girlfriend on the internet for lulz? What? Did you think that sentence through before you said it out loud? Because the implication is that, okay, your relationship isn't like that, and you're just purposefully portraying it as such because you know it's going to get views. I wish that were the answer. It's clearly not.
Social media is what it is, assumptions, and but I will tell you one thing, the assumptions are not real. Look how white my face looks compared to my actual natural skin.
It's because you have the wrong foundation on.
I literally think that I'm whiter than I really am.
Amber was now engaged to Becky. Many of her audience believe that Becky would be really trapped now. And the way Amber told us about her engagement came across as strange as well. It was almost like it was an afterthought. The focus of the video was Amber doing her makeup.
Which, okay, let's go back and pretend like the focus of the video was Amber doing her makeup. She's terrible at it. Like, what product were you using, Amber? Why are you using that product? Where can I purchase it? Kind of a thing. What's your foundation? Why did you pick that foundation? Does the foundation work for you? Clearly it does not. She's even bad at being like a makeup guru, and I've seen makeup gurus do their makeup while talking about something that they are truly excited about and passionate about. It's like, anyway.
Despite coming across so nonchalant about it all, it was a new year, which meant Amber, as always, thought that this year was going to be her year once again.
I have completely deleted Uber Eats off of my phone. That was, oh my god, I feel like this weight is off of my shoulders.
I love that sweater. I know. I'm sorry. I love that sweater.
I will be doing Jenny Craig again. I want to give you a little update on...
And she really does look like Mimi here.
Day one, I ended up falling off of plan. I ended up having some jasmine rice, some Asian trail mix, and some ice cream. So I am still going to keep going.
That's a hell of a combo. Jasmine rice with some herbs and butter, Asian trail mix, which the only thing that made it Asian was probably that they were rice crackers and wasabi peas, and then chocolate ice cream. That's an all over the place kind of a meal. It's a round the world meal.
You guys need to come back tomorrow for day 2. Hey guys, so welcome to day 0 of a new series, and I am so excited. So this series is called Curvy Calories, and I know I've done some...
How is she already effed up her lipstick here?
Versus the last time I did it, I feel more desperate to be successful and to save my life. I know that with every pound I lose, it's a step closer in the right direction. And I know with every pound I gain, it's a step closer to my grave. I don't want that for myself. I don't want to die young.
Don't you though? Because, like, I mean, we've been watching you for how long?
But more than anything, I don't want to leave Becky alone. I don't want to leave my mom alone. I actually ordered Chick-fil-A. So before anyone says anything about ordering out food, don't do it, I disagree. So
I'm not saying you can't lose weight eating nothing but fast food. I'm just saying Amber can't do it. And I don't, other than a few odd cases, I don't know of anyone who's successfully lost weight just eating fast food.
oh, my meal number 2.
So is her reach on TikTok, which kind of proves my point from when I was going on about her finding new victims on TikTok.
It's not even a meal, but I'm just gonna like title them all meals. I felt like I needed Baskin Robbins and I didn't tell myself no. So I got 3 scoops of my absolute favorite ice cream in the whole entire world, called Jamocha Almond Fudge. Sadly, it came out to 840 calories, which then, plus what I had the meal before.
What did you think it would come out to? It's ice cream.
1,320 calories is what I ate. Hey guys, so welcome to a mukbang. This video is about Chick-fil-A.
And suddenly, for no apparent reason, I really want instant mashed potatoes from KFC. Thanks, Amber.
We all knew not to be tricked into caring about her journeys any longer. Amber gave us her classic Eureka speech about needing to lose weight, like she had many times before, but this time no one was buying it. We knew not to invest any energy into Amber's New Year's nonsense either. But one thing that did get people interested was the fact that Becky was nowhere to be seen.
As for while we're really here, people have noticed that I haven't.
What is it with her and Foodie Beauty and eating? It's not that they're eating with their fingers. They're just gross when they eat with their fingers. Like, I have a friend from the Philippines, and they eat with their fingers there because that's just how they do it, right? And she's describing to me how you're supposed, like, there's an etiquette to it, you know? There's an etiquette in India when they eat with their hands. Like, there's an etiquette to it. She just, like, shoves shit into her mouth and then slobbers all over her fingers. Like, even here, when we eat barbecue or fried chicken or shit with your hands, you don't after you're done eating it.
I'm wearing my ring. People saw that there was no bed in the room, which that's what you're seeing now. If you guys don't follow my TikTok, you need to, because love me a good TikTok.
I didn't realize how empty that room is. Where did all this stuff go?
You guys haven't been seeing Becky in my videos. So a lot of people are saying that Becky and I aren't together anymore.
Because they're observant.
Becky and I are together. I think it's so weird.
You're working hard to convince us here, too.
Well, it is weird that you guys would think that we weren't together.
Her and Foodie go to the same areas when they're lying, I've noticed. Like right now she's here. This is her making shit up face. Because she's got a couple different lie zones, if you will. And this is definitely one of them I've noticed. Cough drop, by the way. Enjoy that. But when she's just dead ass making something up, she gets this 5-mile stare on her face, and she just kind of like, she's not looking at anything. She's just kind of over here, as if there's something that's going to like beam itself into her brain, because she's talking faster than she's thinking, and so she has to slow down sometimes. I don't know.
Because we literally just got engaged. I'm so happy and engaged. Like, I haven't been vlogging. Vlogs are where you guys see Becky. You guys never see her during like a weigh-in or a sit-down Q&A unless the video is designed for her to be in it as well. So like, I get it.
Designed for her to be in it as well? Such as when you feel like braining her with your purse?
Becky and I
This is the fakest face. Oh my god. Every time she makes this face. You're all idiots. Why don't you believe me? This is the politician face is what I call it. Cause like, look here, you're stupid. You're so stupid. But there, look, 5 Mile Stare. She has to reset in between her little outbursts. Like she's resetting here. I think that's what's happening. She's like, yeah, it's a reset. And now she's decided what emotion she wants, and so now we go into it. You know? I know you guys hate this, I'm sorry. Like the little laugh. So dumb. Shit-eating grin she gets. And this is the I'm serious look. But it's also that weird, what did somebody call it earlier? Shark eyes with the teeth. And here we are, condescending. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And now we're going back to reset zone.
To the opposite of breaking up. It's just so funny. This whole like free Becky, #free Becky thing is so crazy because it's like, Becky's that type of person, if she does not want to be with you, she ain't gonna be with you.
Yes, but you literally took away all of her financial freedom. You threatened her with the car, which is her transportation freedom, and you've basically alienated her from her family, so she probably feels like she didn't have anywhere to go. Regardless of if she did it or not, the feeling is the important part. So you isolated her, you trapped her, and you manipulated her. I'm sure Becky, before you did all of those things, was probably somebody who would have just dropped you like a hot potato. But Becky has some version of integrity and felt like she owed you something. God knows why. You know? That's the difference. Amber, and I agree with him what he said earlier. Amber damn well knew that. And that's why this condescending, over the top act that she puts on, because she knows what she did. She knows what she did. She knows what she did. And she knows that we know. And she's hearing us call her out, us being the audience, the global us, are calling her out on her behavior and her treatment of Becky. And she doesn't like it. And so she's trying to gaslight us. And she's doing a very bad job of it. But I'm sure for some people this might have worked.
Becky is capable of living on her own, and
yes, until you took all of that away from her. And you did it in a way, it's like the frog in the pot thing. You did it in a way that Becky thought it was her idea. To the point that today, Beck still, well, I hope not still. I know Beck has moved on and has a girlfriend now. But up until recently, Beck has talked about how they feel like they were trapped and they were controlled and they had nowhere to go. And it was a very dark moment in their life. That's how badly this mind effing works. And that's why I'm like, the closer you are to it, the harder it is to see it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Beck is like an infallible person. I mean, there are things that Beck and Becky did that annoyed the shit out of me. But, you know, seeing it from a distance is a lot easier than seeing it when you're right on top of it or when you're the target of it. What is the phrase? You never hear the one that hits you, you know?
And creating a life for herself, and she has a huge family. Like, trust me, if she did not want to be with Amberlynn Reid, she would not be with Amberlynn Reid. Like, there is nothing that I give her besides,
just because like you're not perfect doesn't mean you can't be a victim.
It's my love that she wants. People don't want to believe that Becky loves me, and people also don't want to believe that I love Becky. It's all such a weird...
Because we have absolutely no evidence to believe that. I believe that Becky had some kind of emotional attachment to you that she misconstrued as being love. I personally wouldn't have called it that, but I'm not Becky. I have absolutely no reason to believe that you felt the same way. Literally none.
Thing. I don't know. Like, Becky and I are in a happy relationship. Yes, every relationship has, you know, you might have your little annoyances here and there, but y'all, we good. And
why are the pads of her fingers so pink? The rest of her hand isn't that color. Just the pads of her fingers are pink. Like bright, like her lipstick color pink. And that might be the answer to my question, but
I don't know. It's very much all coincidence. I just figured.
Gotta watch myself eat, though. My one true love, shoving food into my own face.
Amber's channel was in a terrible state. Lazy, uninteresting content was coming thick and fast. There was no sign of Becky, even though she had quit her job to do YouTube, and anytime Amber started a new journey, we already knew the outcome. Amber was stuck in an endless loop of mediocrity. The channel needed something new.
Becky, you want to say hi?
Hi.
You're like way over there.
Oh, do you need me to come closer?
If you want.
If you want.
Amber would enter what would become...
Can be more passive-aggressive about it. Want me to come closer? If you want. Okay, well I don't, so have fun.
...known as her livestream era. Fans who had been wondering where Becky had gone were now getting just as much Becky as they were Amber. And even though she was liked by the majority, Becky still had to deal with the negativity just like Amber.
You act like a 15-year-old boy, and that's okay, Lily Quinlan. You can act however you...
There's just a difference between somebody who is okay and adjusted with who they are and someone who is not. Just listen to how Becky reacts to most of this.
want to be. This is America. Becky is a racist. No, I'm not, but okay. No neck, Beck. Yeah, I literally just said I don't have a neck, bro.
If you didn't have a neck, your head would be standing.
Look. Oh my god, neck reveal. Woo,
It's
neck
a real
reveal.
life.
Becky got plenty of negative comments, but she didn't take them seriously, or as seriously as Amber would take them.
Amberlynn said that emotional cheating is cheating, but then she did exactly that.
It wasn't emotional cheating. I think people are so confused with life.
What do you mean?
Listen how aggravated Amber gets just listening to Becky read out comments about herself, not Amber. And Amber's the one taking them personally, because Amber takes any criticism of her partner as personal criticism. Not because she's defending her chosen partner, but because her partner is a reflection of her self-worth. And so if you're saying Becky isn't perfect or isn't awesome in some way, you're not saying that about Becky, you're saying it about Amber. So Amber gets so offended. And it's not offended for, it's offended by.
Yeah, Maynard, James Keenan.
Loving someone isn't emotional. I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, my mom, for example, she still loves my dad.
Okay, yeah,
and
okay.
she's
No,
never-
you're right.
Like, I don't know.
Read my super chat about
Becky
being
still
switches.
loves people.
I don't. There's not a super chat up here,
It's not...
dear.
Okay, I emotionally cheated on Becky. Like, what more? I know I didn't, but what do I say about it?
Nothing. If you didn't do the thing and people are accusing you of doing the thing, just don't respond. It doesn't require it. It's not that big of an accusation. It's all right. Move on.
Let it go.
Talk about the time. Oh my god, you're such a stupid bitch. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm blocking this person, actually. Bye, bitch.
Who is it?
Just a fake bitch. Okay, you guys,
I'm not fake. I'm real. Right here. Sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. I constantly feel like I have to defend myself. My super chats, my chats, my live streams are never fun, ever.
Because it's the closest to your real personality we've ever gotten, and I don't know how to tell you this, but the longer we're exposed to you, the less we like you.
I am not an animal abuser. I'm not even getting into that. So gross. I'm blocking you. Like, literally. Goodbye. I can't anymore. I just can't. I don't know. I'm tired of, like, being talked down to. Like, being called lazy and a failure and how I don't stick to anything. Like, oh. Thank you, Ty. Welcome to Stream Queens. You're the one complaining all the time about your weight. I figured maybe you would actually do something about it. Guess not. Okay, I can complain about it all I want, but I mean,
It's my way. I do what I want.
everything that people tell me, I already know. So it's like, don't waste your time.
It was very, very interesting watching how Amber treated Becky without any edits.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Make sure you're not ignoring your jets.
I'm not. I just wanted to show you something,
Alright,
babe.
babe. I know.
Wait, hold on. Where is it even at now? Now you got me all flustered because you made me feel. What did you do during the most recent time you behaved like a mean girl? Probably earlier. I haven't slept, okay? So I have a little attitude.
Yeah.
Wait, is this not it?
No, they said at work
or something.
That's at home. In Monticello.
That was about 10 minutes ago.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I FaceTimed Becky.
She's doing really good, and she like posts like stuff she eats and stuff, and it looks good.
Oh shit.
She had like watermelon and rice cakes for a breakfast one time, and
No.
I'm like, I could.
I have made lunch out of an entire watermelon before. There's nothing really to talk about here, so I'm sorry for the long pauses, but I mean, it is what it is. It kind of stands on its own. I don't have. It really is just a comparison in opposites, because you've got Amber who gets so pressed about everything, and you've got Becky who's just like, whatever. Like, literally nothing has ticked Becky off yet. Nothing. And even when Becky does get irritated about something, they're like, I forget what it. They go into like, not shame mode, but it is kind of like, I'm so disappointed in you. It's that kind of a mode, and you're just kind of like, dang. Like, Becky's going to be a very effective parent.
Do that.
I'm always telling you, let's lose weight together.
I know.
Shut it.
But it's just I'm so picky about food. Every time I think about weight loss, I think of salad and I think of tuna.
Look at her. This is like that face.
And I hate tuna.
It was awkward because like Becky had to help me shower. But I was too scared to shower.
This is post-surgery, I think.
It was a mess.
We're all not real.
What's your answer, babe?
The only one I can.
Hi, Ashley. I love you.
No matter how Amber had treated Becky in the past, and she had treated her terribly in the past, Becky would always back Amber up.
Mm-hmm.
You have an absolutely awful and nasty personality.
Do you know her?
This is what I'm talking about. It's not even aggressive. It's just like, do you even know what you're talking about? Have you even tried that dish yet? How can you say you don't like it if you haven't even tried it? It's just, it's that kind of a thing. It's.
Who? Like, do they know you?
Oh, if I knew that person.
The person keeps saying your head's bigger than a basketball. You have no idea how big her head really is in real life.
I know Becky meant that as a supportive statement. However.
Binge monster. Y'all, I have my own issue with food too, so don't put it all on Amberlynn.
When people call me a bitch, I'm like, okay, yeah. Becky over there, she's like, I would never.
I'm not really fazed by you calling one person in here who's being really rude the B word.
Oh shit, what did I just do? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Because these people call you worse things. These people have made you to where you can't even get out of bed sometimes. And you can't even trust to have new friends.
She's not even listening to Becky. Becky is trying to be supportive. Becky's trying to be like, look, this is the reality of the situation as I have witnessed it. And Amber's just like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I hear that you're talking, but I'm not actually listening.
You're constantly worried about things. I mean, these people have made your life a living hell. And then they get all upset because you called one person a bitch. Like, literally, get over it.
Y'all, reaction channels are frauds. 100%.
I am not much. No, I'm kidding. Not really helping my, what is that called? Imposter syndrome. Thanks.
Talk about stealing people's content.
It was a nice change of pace having Amber doing the live streams. Having the pair of them speak to the audience, it was something different. When Amber wasn't doing the lives and went back to her regular vlogs, It was more of the same repetitive stuff we had seen many times before.
Hey guys, so welcome to a new video, which is weigh-in number 1. I really want to transform my channel a bit here. I'm truly gonna be focusing starting today. This will be day 1.
Day one, day one.
How many day ones have I had? You know, I'm truly gonna be focusing.
I want someone to count down how many day ones she's had. Just because I'm curious and I don't want to do it myself.
On no ordering takeout. So I actually ordered some food. First we have some chocolate cake. Got a calzone, which looks like this. Marsala, bread with feta cheese.
Is this all one meal?
Pasta.
What is it? Wow.
Huge salad. And then it all comes with some breadsticks. So we're going to do a taste test because I've never had any of this before.
Is this all from Cheesecake Factory?
My content is...
It's just so it is just so all over the place that I'm confused as to where they would have ordered it from.
Less than mediocre, and we're just going to have to accept that for now. But my life is boring. I have nothing to show. In the last few videos, I have said day 1 in my last video and in the video before that. And guess what I'm about to say right now? I'm about to say day 1 yet again. I signed up for Weight Watchers again.
Never again.
I love Weight Watchers. I'm truly trying this time and I feel like I'm being successful and it feels pretty great. Right now I'm actually having some KFC individual mac and cheese and a famous bowl. I feel like some of you expect me to give up, which is not happening.
Past is prologue.
I'm not giving up. I'm not.
Who are you convincing, me or yourself?
Are you on WW still? No, not currently.
We were learning that Amber, unedited, was even more off-putting than the version she portrayed in her regular videos. We also learned that those who speculated there was a problem in her and Becky's relationship were right.
Amber, that makes it sound like you wanted to break up with her for being sick. No, she wanted to break up with me. And I said, no, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to stand by your side.
Yeah, it was me. I tried to end it.
I tried.
Because her brain was not working. And I said.
That could be the only answer. The only reason why Becky would want to have broken up with Amber was because her brain was not working. Truly not enough books for the brains.
Nope, I'm not having it.
Becky had already tried to break up with Amber, but ended up backing down. Months of people speculating they had broken up, and Amber smugly letting them know they couldn't have been more wrong. Turned out Amber had no reason to be as smug as she was, because Becky was clearly unhappy, which had been obvious for a long time, at least to the audience. Amber needed Becky, she needed her to look after her, to drive her places, and she even needed her for their lives.
But yeah, hello. Becky's not gonna be in this one.
Actually, we're gonna pause. Well, I'm going to end this recording here, and I'm going to start another one, because I don't want these to get too terribly long. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a snowflake or a snowman or a snow woman down in the comments section, and let me know what you guys think so far. And I will collect my thoughts. Apparently I'm losing them. And yes, so your emoji is snowman, snowflake. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up. Thank you to the live chat. And yeah, I'm going to hit pause. We're going to start a new one, and I will see everybody in the second half of this. Bye. This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.